Okay. Hi guys. Today we are going to discuss about the pain physiology. Okay, so it's a very important topic in the CNS and you will often get a question in this topic. So basically we have a series of videos for this topic. Today in this video I will discuss about the introduction, the types of pain and the pain pathway. Okay, so we'll discuss about these three things in this video, and then in the upcoming video I'll try to complete this topic of pain physiology. Okay, so first thing is the introduction. Now what you need to understand for the pain is, see, pain, it is an unpleasant sensation. Okay, everyone knows that it is something which is not pleasant. Okay, it's something which is not good for anyone. So it's an unpleasant sensation. Now this unpleasant sensation can be either because of some emotional attributes, or it can be because of any physical damage. So it can be emotional or it can be physical. So pain, why is anyone experiencing pain? Why is there this unpleasant sensations? So it's an unpleasant sensations which is either physical or emotional. Now when it is physical, we will say that it is associated with tissue damage. Right, there is a specific part of the body, maybe there is some tissue in that place and that tissue has undergone some damage, maybe there is a burn in the tissue. Okay, so that is what we call that to be the tissue damage. While if we talk about the emotional pain, here we do not say anything about the tissue damage. Okay, so that's what we say. Now I'll just sum up the entire definition. Pain is an unpleasant sensation, that's the first point, because can be either emotional or physical, associated with or without the tissue damage or tissue injury. Okay, next thing is pain is always protective. Now easy to remember, but it is conceptual. We have EP here and we have P here, so it's easy to remember. Now protective action means that, for example, you are somewhere or the other there is burning of the hand by gas or maybe fire. Now there will be a withdrawal reflex, so we will prevent the damage or the further damage to the tissues of our hand. If we do not withdraw it, then we can cause excessive damage to the tissues. So pain is a gift from the God which is protective, because protective in nature, because it can help you to withdraw the hand, or it can withdraw your stimulus whenever you tend to experience a pain. Okay, next we have a very important scientist, Sherrington. Now Sherrington coded pain. He told that pain is a physical adjunct of imperative protective reflex. So he said that pain is a physical adjunct of imperative protective reflex. So this is an important definition. You might get a question, or generally in the NEET examinations there is a very common MCQ from this statement, from this line, that Sherrington quoted that pain, it is, what is pain, or what he quoted, that pain is a physical adjunct of imperative protective reflex. So this was quoted by Sherrington when he spoke about the pain physiology. Now we will move on to the types of pain. Now basically there are two types of pain which we can experience. First is the sharp pain or the fast pain. So the sharp or the fast pain, or we can have the slow pain. Now before we go into the depth of these two types of pain, one thing is very important, that generally fast pain is somatic pain. So generally we say this, generally it's not it's not always, it is just generally that it is somatic pain, or it is associated with some or the other tissue damage. While slow pain, it is a visceral pain. Visceral means a structure. Visceral means an organ which is there in the body. It can be stomach. Okay, somatic pain can be maybe the tips of your hand, maybe the skin. Okay, so that is what we have, the two categories of the pain, the two types of pain. There is a fast pain and the slow pain. Now, just go into the depth of these words. Fast. If we say it's fast, which means the velocity of the transmission of the pain to the cortex will be very fast, or will be very jaldi. It will be fast. So that means the speed is more. Okay, so the speed is more. Basically, we have the A delta fibers. So the A delta fibers are going to transmit it, and the velocity of the A delta fibers is 12 to 30 meter per second. Okay, so this is the velocity at which they're going to transmit it, and they're going to, since it's fast, so it'll require less time, so they're going to transmit it within 0.1 seconds. So sort of with this time they are going to just transmit the pain. Okay, however slow pain है, तो again slow means उसकी velocity कम होगी. Now slow pain है, that means speed or the velocity is going to be less, and the speed is less for the C fibers. So it's transmitted by the C fibers, and the velocity of the C fibers is 0.5 to 2 meter per second, and the time going to be taken by these fibers will be more. So more than 1 second. So they take more time. So more than 1 second is the time taken by them to transmit the slow pain fibers, which means now थोड़ा सा इसको याद करने के लिए, it will mean that if there is anyone who, suppose fast pain can be pricking. Okay, maybe you are pricking, you are taking some blood out, or you are injecting injections maybe. Okay, so that is a pricking pain. So that pricking pain is a category of the fast pain. So this fast pain or the pricking pain which we will experience, that pain is going to be having a very high speed. That means that pain, just imagine that someone is pricking you. So the pain that you will experience with that short interval of time, right? बहुत छोटे से interval के लिए हम pain को feel करते हैं. And the pain is going to be transmitted fast by the A delta fibers, and the speed will be 12 to 30 meter per second. But if you have visceral pain, तुम्हारा पेट दर्द है, so पेट दर्द की जो pain होगी, उसकी speed of transmission will be less. Okay, that means the speed will be 0.5 to 2 meter per second, and it will be transmitted via the C fibers. So C fibers are going to transmit it, and they'll take more time because the speed is less, so they'll obviously take more time. So this is some of the points. Now to explain the further points, I'll first of all explain you the pain pathway. So first we'll start with the pain pathway of the. Now we have this as the fast pain. Now fast pain, you just need to imagine someone pricking you, or injection or needle. Okay, so obviously now let's say this is spinal cord. Okay, so now we have the receptors. Let's say यहाँ पर, this is let's say your tip of your finger, this one, and here there is some pricking. Okay, so the fibers from here are going to ascend upwards, and they're going to enter here in the spinal cord. Okay, now what are these fibers? Now I told you that, considering the facts here, I told you that since it's a fast pain, so the speed of the pain will be very high, it's going to be transmitted more, and the fibers will be A delta fibers. So we have the A delta fibers that are going to transmit this pain from, this is the receptor from where the pain is going to be transmitted via the A delta fibers. Now these A delta fibers, they are going to synapse. So these are the first order neurons. First order neurons are here. Now these first order neurons are going to synapse at the substantia gelatinosa level of the spinal cord, lamina 1, 5 and 8. Okay, so they are going to end, I will just write down here. but you please write it in this point only, that they are going to, the first order neurons end at substantia gelatinosa lamina. The spinal cord lamina is 1, 5 and 10. So this is the lamina of the spinal cord. It is important. So at this lamina, these fibers are going to transmit, and the neuroreceptor which is going to be transmitted in the course of the fast pain is glutamate. So we have glutamate being released here. So glutamate, you know, it's an excitatory neurotransmitter. And now this glutamate is going to carry these fibers to the opposite end. Basically, it's a lateral spinothalamic tracts. Okay, you would have recognized it by now. Lateral spinothalamic tract carries the sensations of pain and temperature. And then they're going to enter into a very important structure, which is the thalamus. Now, under the thalamus also it is very important कि जो fast fibers हैं, what are the nuclei they're going to enter? That is the ventroposterolateral or the ventrobasal nuclei, anything you can call. Okay, ventroposterolateral, the ventrobasal nuclei, and then the fibers are going to ascend upwards and they're going to reach to the cortex. So this is your sensory cortex area 312. Okay, and now remember one more thing. The fibers that are getting transmitted here, these fibers are very well localized. So the fibers are going to be very well localized. That means in the cortex, in sensory cortex. Why do we say so? The fibers are very well localized. We say so because, for example, you have pain in your hands, okay, in your palm region. So you can very well distinguish that you have pain in your palm or you have pain in your fingers. And if you have pain in your fingers, you can very well distinguish which finger and which phalanx where you are experiencing the pain. Maybe the middle phalanx, maybe the distal or proximal phalanx. So you can well localize it, you can well differentiate it कि ठीक है मेरे को यहाँ पर pain हो रही है. Why? Because the innervations at the cortex is at a specific level. Okay, so this is an important topic. And here we have the glutamate being released by the first order neurons that are ending in the substantia gelatinosa, lamina 1, 5 and 10. Now very important one more thing, there are no collaterals being sent. Now I'll explain you when I explain the slow pain with you. Okay, where we'll see some collaterals. Here we do not appreciate any collaterals being sent. Okay. Now first of all we'll discuss about the slow pain as well, so that we can compare between these two pains. Now slow pain, I told you, stomach ache is a very common example, and we'll take that only. Again, I'll draw the spinal cord. Okay, now we have the receptors. These are the receptors, and for me this is the viscera. Okay, this viscera can be, maybe let's say, take an example of stomach for making our study easy. Okay, this is my stomach and my stomach is aching. Okay, so now the fibers are going to ascend from the stomach, and I told you the fibers are slow fibers. So slow fibers are C fibers. Again, you can make a mnemonic as well कि अगर तुम S देखते हो तो S के अंदर एक C छुपा बैठा हुआ है, तो C fibers can be taken out from S, which is the slow pain. So you can take out this mnemonic as well कि they are the C fibers. Just remember they are C fibers. And slow fibers की velocity भी कम रहती है, and they're going to take more time, okay, within or more than 1 second maybe. Now these fibers are going to end. Now I told you again, these are the first order neurons. So the first order neurons end in substantia gelatinosa, and now the lamina. So lamina is going to be 1 and 2. So lamina is 1 and 2, where they're going to end in the spinal cord, substantia gelatinosa. Now when these fibers end in the substantia gelatinosa level, they are going to release a neurotransmitter, and the neurotransmitter being released here is substance P. So the neurotransmitter here, it is substance P. So the substance P is going to act like a neurotransmitter here at this point. And now the fibers are going to ascend from here. They're going to go on the opposite end, and now they're going to reach the thalamus. So this is the thalamus, and now thalamus may midline nuclei and intralaminar nuclei. Intralaminar. You know that these are the accessory nuclei of the thalamus, right? This is the thalamus, and after that again the fibers are going to ascend, and these are going to reach to the cortex. This is the sensory cortex, again the sensory cortex. But now the fibers are not going to reach like this. These fibers are going to be diffused. These fibers are not localized. These fibers are diffused, and some of the collaterals here only are also given to the limbic system. Limbic system is going to give you the emotional aspect. जब भी हमें पेट दर्द होता है, then we have emotions. We cry, we are angry, we are unhappy. So this is gonna give us the emotions for our pain. So one difference you can appreciate in the fast pain was that there is no limbic system being involved. There are no emotions being involved. Second difference, I'll tell you, collaterals. So there are certain collaterals being sent. So first collateral is sent to the hypothalamus. H denotes hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, whenever the collateral goes there, it is going to be associated with the autonomic nervous system. That means the heart rate, the blood pressure, the respiratory rate, all of this is going to increase. When the collaterals are going to be sent to the periaqueductal of Gray. Periaqueductal of Gray present in the midbrain. Periaqueductal of Gray, that is in the midbrain. So that is going to help in the modulation of the pain. So in the modulation of the pain, which we'll discuss, modulation of the pain. So the modulation of the pain is also there in relation to the system. And also these fibers are also sent to the reticular formation. So we have the reticular formation as well. And whenever you have the reticular formation is present here in the pons and the medulla. So in the pons and the medulla we have the reticular formation, and in the reticular formation it's going to give us alertness, awakefulness. Why alertness, awakefulness? Because whenever you have pain, you have a stomach ache, you cannot go to sleep. Okay, so it will help you to be alert. It will say कि नहीं जी ठीक करो मुझे, then only I allow you to sleep. That is the reticular formation. को क्यों? Because the collaterals are being sent to the reticular formation. So this is one of the other pains which we have discussed, that is the slow pain. Okay, because generally it is a viscera associated with some visceras. So thank you.